So to my thing, to my mic. Hey, karibu sana ban. Hey, karibu Shuja. Welcome aboard, man. I enjoy your company, Athletics Without Boundaries. Let it continue. Let it thrive. Let it live longer than me. I want somebody to take over this. I need some co-host, some co-hosts that can challenge this thing to move on to the next level. Because what we do, man, we pass on the baton. It's the relay of life, huh? Are you gonna pass your baton to who? Are you designated somebody in your wheel of life? You are my designated wheel. In my wheel of podcasting, man. I enjoy this, man. I feel like you're watching me. You're enjoying my company. So am I. And we just interact. I'm seeing my viewers. They are liking it. There's a laziness to it when there comes to that like button. I think we can improve on that. And if you can help yourself, just remind yourself once you view the item that I posted or the podcast or whatever episode, just like it, man. It really helps me to look good, you know, in the world of algorithm, man. How do we get to this whereby you are approved by some AI somewhere that you are doing very well, you're excellent? What about 101, man? 101 where you and I interact. So we are doing right now, man, Athletics Without Boundaries. Let me introduce myself as the host. No co-host, man. The co-host is thyself. Senegal, Belgium game, man. These guys were lynching King Leopold of Belgium in that game 2-0. One of the best goals you ever seen was the second goal of Senegal. Over the top, chase that ball. The next touch is good night. What a goal. And then you think, oh, this game is 2-0, there is over. In less than 5 minutes, man, less than 5 minutes, Belgium's come back from the dead. Never say King Leopold is dead, man. He's never dead. He's gonna take a few culprits. He's gonna take a few victims with him, and Senegal forced a victim to Belgium come back. What about that penalty, man? What was that? Man, this technology, man, is ruined the game for me. It just ruins the game. If you don't call it on the field, then it's reviewed, and then you go back and see it slow motion. Of course, you're gonna give it. There's some place for VAR for me. There's some place you just have to let it go. That's me, unless it's a violent conduct, unless it's something that is just over the top that you missed completely. But that clip, man, that is dragging his feet, the defender has no choice. His leg is dragging. He doesn't kick him, he's just dragging. Man, I'm an official, man. I'm on the officials are doing their best in this great sport of football. But my word, when they go like this, you know it's not good. You never know. How can they've been told now you can't cover your mouth when you talk. I can't even cover my mouth and talk to the mic. So I got to be. Second red card for that violation or for that kind of behavior. Man, that is unprecedented. I think they are used to it anyway. If you watch most, even the coaches, they cover their mouths. Is it post COVID or it was before COVID that they cover their mouths? I have no idea. It's ridiculous. What are you saying to the player? Are you saying them you love them or you hate them or whatever else you're saying? What are you telling them that nobody wants you don't want anybody to hear? This World Cup, man. Just finished watching Croatia, Portugal, Ronaldo. Ronaldo has been great for football, my friend. He's been great for football. But I think he's in his sunset years, which is okay. He's still great. That penalty was just Ronaldo like. They call it now Penaldo. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Is he bigger than the game? He's still bigger than the game. He couldn't believe he was being substituted. Go sit down, Ronaldo. Your time is up, and they scored the second goal. Ah, man, I'm gonna watch Algeria play Switzerland shortly. But before I do that, I was gonna ask this question: Is what you say important or what you do? Huh? Give me your comment, man. What you say and what you do. Which one is has the more value? Because when it comes to words, we've had a lot of words. We've had people who have gone to war because of words. There's people who have said bottom up. Uh, that is their political mantra. And then the bottom is nobody can be seen at the bottom, and the top is full of whatever is full of. And you have a country that says MAGA, making America, whatever that again. So there's all these punchlines, these rhetorics, these bold statements, these unfiltered words. They're full of this loaded, and people buy into it. Christians buy into the word, a lot of words in the Bible. It is finished. Behold the Lamb. Blah blah. There are these things that just screams. It screams over the ages. Over time you hear them over. Don't ask what the country can do to you, but what can you do to your country? Blah blah blah. So we go, and then I come to America and I ask this question in athletics. And I think in athletics, there's a lot of athletes who speak a lot. There are some who cannot talk, they cannot stop talking, including me in athletics. I'm opinionated guy. I have my opinions. I just talk about athletics. I love it. It's what has made me who I am. I reiterate that. And I speak from a place of not knowing, but learning. And I understand too that words can mean a lot. Words have importance. They don't just go into the vacuum. They tend to have a boomerang effect. So let me ask you, have you heard of this young guy? Let me get my glasses on today because I think when I have my glasses, I feel very, like I feel like I know what I'm doing. A young man by the name of Marco Langon, a 20-year-old Villanova alumni, has decided to go pro, signing with Diadora, the Italian company. And tomorrow night, we're going to see him in Eugene Classic in the 2 mile race. This guy has decided I'm going pro. He's going to be with the agent James Templeton, who has been around. He's a good agent. I think he has some Kenyans whom he signed up. But there's some things I want to ask you guys. What do you think of this? This guy speaking now, Lagon, not Logan. Okay, he says that I always knew I wanted to Diadora because I knew no matter what, I was going to be getting the most money from them. And obviously, why am I getting these things? And obviously, I want to be in the best position I could be to win. But money is a huge factor for people to be like, oh yeah, I don't care about money. You don't care about money because you have money. He continues. For me, my mom, she got divorced recently, and she's a lunch lady. She doesn't make crazy amount of money, and she's a mom of two. Well, yes, this guy is getting my attention. He's getting people's attention. By the way, his resume looks good. His resume is very nice. He has a 332 1500 meters. He has a 3734 in 3K and a 1305 in 5K. So he's not a nobody. He's done very well in collegiate career or collegiate competitions. People say he's ranked fourth of all time in NCAA, so it's great. But I've been watching this guy curiously because he tends to pop on my social media on places I read about athletics. He speaks from a place of grit. He's not filtered. Uh, he speaks from. Sometimes he sounds very arrogant. He doesn't have. He's not. He shoots from the hip. He's very American swagger like. And the question sometimes for me is that good? Is that good to be that bold? You speak unfiltered language. Listen, I'm not judging him. I'm just asking a question because I think America have produced outspoken athletes in many ways. They have a space. Don't get me wrong. Prefontaine was outspoken. We've had people like Alan Webb, a young upcoming high schooler. He was outspoken. I'm talking of distance running. Noah Lyles is in a category of his own because we've had people like Maurice Green, Dennis Mitchell, Carl Lewis cannot stop talking. And these guys, they were podium guys. These were medalists. These were Olympians. So I don't know how one feels when he hears a collegiate guy speaking big. For me, I always say, can you tone it down until you perform? Maybe that's how I approach it because when you start to attract journalists, people like us analyzing what you say. The question is, will you defend that on the track? Will you perform according to what you've been saying and how you speak? At one place in this article, it talks about I don't want to train with people I compete with. Somebody was asking whether he's going to join altitude training in Flagstaff, Arizona. And he's like, no, I like to do things my own. He's a maverick. And he seems to be a very strong minded young man, 21. But I sense too he's a man who has to be a man because of maybe family arrangement. Because I can hear that. I can hear some anger. I can hear him talk about his mother and divorce and helping his mother. This guy, I salute this guy. You have to do what you have to do when things go wrong in the family and mostly in those arrangements. I get it. The question is, how is he going to navigate the world with other stuff? That's the challenge he faces. And sometimes maybe I come from a conservative, laid back personality. You may be a Kenyan guy. We don't say much. And I think we have, for us, we can't say much because people view our words differently. The Western world, the white people in per se, when a black person speaks, maybe from a point of view of F that, blah, blah, they sense anger more than they hear what that person is saying. So you see what I'm saying? Sometimes there's double standard because when a person of color speaks or somebody of African descent speaks in this language, people sometimes misunderstand and they don't see it as making a point that they're making a point or a point of view. The other day I was listening to how people are treating Naomi Osaka, the tennis player in Wimbledon. She's having her own style of dressing, and people are like, "Oh man, she's off the charts." You see, that's a problem we struggle with. So we accommodate young men like this when they speak. But if it was somebody of color speaking like this, there's always a step back, and people wonder, hey, tone it down. So maybe for me, I'm challenging the whole way we treat people because this guy, young, he's 21, and he's been getting a lot of slack. He's been getting away with the way he talks a lot, and I'm noticing that there's a double standard when people are accommodated in athletics, in speech, interviews, and how people don't push back on the fact that maybe it's not appropriate. But who am I to judge um, the freedom of speech? I'm not. I'm just saying that sometimes I see that playing in this world we live in of athletics, where some people, uh, Shakira speaks, people say she's angry or she's acting out. But this young man, some of the things he has said over the past, I cannot pick one, but I can tell you some people like us of this color cannot get away with that. People will always push back and say, hey, you know, he's 21 years old and he's speaking from a place of, wow, this guy has the gall to challenge, maybe a conservative person like me that this is the way I talk, you know, I have the courage. Maybe I have the privilege to do that, which is fine. But I think what I'm saying too is that um, can we treat all athletes of different backgrounds, different heritage, different races the same way instead of being so like, oh, he has long hair, he's Prefontaine of the modern era, he's white, so he can speak like that. He has he's a maverick, a cowboy, maybe he's a John Wayne of track and field. I struggle with that because I can hear the undertones of, you know, I'm a man, and people even view people are humble to be weak because you're articulating yourself in a way that you're not F that, you're not swearing, you're not dropping bombs in your sentence. People think you're too humble. You need to drop the bomb. How many bombs have we dropped? Okay, let's not go there about bombs. And, just because you're loud doesn't mean you're going to be loud on the track. That's what I'm trying to say. Just because you're loud doesn't mean you're going to perform the same way. That's just my opinion of Marco Lagon, the Villanovian guy. I hope he does well. I'm keeping an eye on him tomorrow when I go to Eugene. I was just questioning the way he talks to the media and the way he talks to us, the recipients and the fans that we are. So, my opinion, my take, and I wish him well. And time will judge him. Medals will judge this guy character and talent. It's not what he says, it's what he does. And I always say is what you do, not what you say. That's me, man. Athletics without boundaries, challenging the status quo and the way we treat athletes in certain arenas. Okay? And that's it. And I'll talk to you guys maybe if I get to post some things I see tomorrow. I'll be very happy. It might be a long night for me. Appreciate you. Happy weekend if I don't talk to you until next time. Good day, good night. Let me go check the Swiss and the Algerians. Go at it. Bye bye.